Hello, I'm Dr. Seymour, clearly from the Malpractice Hospital. I've come to do your spectacle dispense.
Lovely, come on in.
Thank you. Hello, I'm going to just set everything up ready for your dispense. All right. I've brought your prescription with me from the eye test that we did at the clinic. You're going to need a mirror for looking at the frames and what you look like with them. That's a pupilometer. We're just measuring your pupil distance.
Suitcase.
People think I'm moving in when I come in with that. You've got your existing glasses with you, haven't you? Not to worry. I think, no, it's fine. I know what they were like because I've looked at your past. I think I've still got the same frame as you had last time. Right, so this is my domiciliary case of glasses.
Amazing.
So I'm going to pass this to you to start with. If there's anything you want to try on, feel free to do so. I've got a mirror for you to look at them.
I like the price as well.
We'll put them to one side. Remember, this is the price of the frame without the lenses.
Right. We just try something different. As well.
With you being in the optical trade, you know what will suit and what won't, even before you start. There's a nice retro style.
Derek. Have you got a Rodney and an Uncle Albert as well?
I've got a Nigel.
What takes I'm getting used to. Look like a 70s serial killer.
It's really it's a 1990s style. That's what's coming back now.
Not sure about that one. Have you got some more?
We've got the nylon, we've got the Zorba. Here's something a bit different in a rimless. The Targa.
It's unusual, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Oh, don't worry about that, I'll put them back after.
I've got it. I don't like that one.
Some snooker glasses there as well.
Dennis Taylor's.
Yeah. He was famous in the 80s wearing something like that.
Fortunately, I don't play anymore.
About something like that one.
straight on the top, isn't it?
It is. I'm not so keen on that one on you.
Okay. At least you're honest.
Well, you're going to be advertising for us. We might be the malpractice hospital, but we're still wanting business.
One more.
Shall we move on to the next tray of frames?
Yeah.
I've still kept the two that you liked out. You'll recognise the one at the top right hand corner because that's what you had last time.
Is that the Harry?
The Harry frame, yeah.
Let's look and see if you've got a Sally. I like those.
Traditional library style frame. And we've got them in two different sizes. One of them comes in a 50-22
Yeah.
and the other comes in a 54-24. That one's the major R, so that's 50-22, and so is that crystal one. But at the same time, we've got the major L, that's the 54-24 in the same frame.
I think this ISO, this is better. I'm not sure about crystal with darker skin.
No, that's why we've got the other colours.
I mean, what do you think? It's a bit of a contrast, isn't it?
It is a contrast, but that would stand out more. Whereas if you had a darker frame, it seems to blend in more. So how about that for a retro style?
Is this the nylon one?
It is, yeah. And I've got it in brown or in black.
I think I prefer the ones with the more rounded sides than the...
Yeah. These are
the 70s.
These are the designer. These are the industrial safety glasses. So they're all kite marked and everything, and they've got safety shields at the sides.
Let me try the 50 eye. Put this in the right way next to it. Oh, the 50's a better fit than the 52 and the 54. Yeah, this one as well.
Yep, we'll keep that one down here. We'll just leave the bag in the tray for now.
Yeah. I'm not keen on those styles.
Okay, I didn't think you would be. They're there because they serve a practical purpose. Now we've got some more frames here. A lot of these are smaller frames. We have got a couple of Deirdre Barlow frames here, very large.
Just the one. Let's try this. No, none of those.
And the last tray. You'll notice there's a big range of both metal and plastic frames.
Be good for reading.
Yeah, you don't need reading glasses though yet. So I'll keep that as a likes.
I think that's about it.
All right, that's all of the frames then. So if we go back to the 4 that you liked, we can put some of these trays back. So if I have a look at you in the frames, now I like them, they're the right colour for you, and I think that shape sets off your face nicely, so that's a really good option. And of course you like the price. Right, now let's have a look at the others. How many pairs would you want to purchase today?
2 or 3.
Okay.
But I think I know which ones I like.
You know that one's your designer frame.
It's between those and these.
As your second pair.
Yeah.
Right.
It's those.
Those are more discreet, but I don't think they sit as nicely. I don't think they sit so well.
So say no to those then.
Okay.
And the
Just going to put that one in a case out of the way. See, I like them. They are definitely retro. What's your opinion? Do you want to look in the mirror again just to make
none
sure?
of these. Anything.
Yeah.
But it has got the transparent part there, which I think is...
I think that's what makes it look less heavy. If you've got it fully solid, because it's still, even though that's the smaller size in that frame, it still looks
So I think if it was all like this,
very large. Yeah.
it would look a bit
Yeah.
strange.
Well, you tried one on.
Yeah, yeah. But I think with it being 2-tone.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'd like those 3.
Yes, please.
So now we need to go through and start off with what do you want with your glasses. If you tell me what you would actually like them to do, and then we can look at each one and work out which pair will do what for you.
So I mostly wear them if I'm driving, but not all the time.
Yeah.
And for the television.
Right.
So I need...
The ones for driving, so that you don't have to keep changing them when it's really sunny, you can actually have a transition lens that goes dark in the sunlight and goes light. The normal one of them doesn't work in the car, but you can get what's called an extra active lens that will go dark when you're driving. It's because you've got UV blocker in the windscreen, and the normal transition works off UV light. So if it's blocking the UV light, it won't work. With the extra active, part of the reaction is done through light itself. So when it's very sunny, they will darken down. But that means if you're in a very well lit room, they will darken down slightly.
The driving ones, I think these, but they will be left in the car then if I'm having 3.
Right, as long as, just to make sure that they work best, when you're not wearing them, they must be in a case.
Yeah, not exposed to light.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll do them. Okay, so it's...
Those in the car, that's the smoke, major smoke.
Major or smoke.
These will probably be general wear. Rather than the metal.
Extractive. The transition would you want it? I'm going to keep going back to this one because I'll get this one written down first.
Yeah.
Do you want it to go grey or brown? It's like a grey brown, so there isn't a lot of difference between the two.
Yeah, you could get either, couldn't you?
But
I think brown.
the brown.
Yeah.
And the anti-reflection coating is a good option as well, isn't it? Right, so we've got pair one sorted. I'll do the actual dispense in a moment because it's going to be the same for all the measurements. So what would you want with each of the other pairs at the moment?
Knocking around the house.
So you just want them as a standard lens with an anti-reflection coating.
Yeah.
So single vision with an MAR coating, perfect. And pair three. I'm presuming since they're the designer ones, you want them for best.
It's just a second pair to the second, third.
Right, so
Second pair to the second pair.
so the CR39,
Anti-reflection clear lenses.
brilliant. So I've got all them sorted. Now I'm just going to write down the prescription and then do a couple of measurements. I'll be measuring using the frames as well. Right, so I already know.
Have a seat if you want.
I'm alright at the moment, thanks. Actually, I might do actually. I will have to see. Oh, it's a comfortable sofa. Right, so it's the prescription is very simple. So what I'm going to do is just leave them with standard thickness lenses. We can go quite a lot thinner, but it'd be pointless with this prescription. If I was doing that, it'd be classed as overselling.
Right.
And I definitely.
I thought you worked for the malpractice.
I do, but I think they'd come out thicker if I did a thinner lens rather than the standard. Because the lens is an aspheric design for a standard lens. When I start going thinner, it becomes, sorry, it's a spherical design when I'm doing a standard lens, but it becomes an aspheric. So the front surface is flat, but that would mean the edges come out thinner, thicker.
Right.
So I've still got to try and get some business in the practice.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll do things that you don't like, probably. That's my normal way.
I'll have to refer to your complaints procedures then.
That's all right. Send all complaints to me. And now let's. So what I want to do now is measure your pupil distance. I'm going to do it in two ways, only because I've got this fancy gadget called a pupilometer that I don't trust as much as my ruler. All right. Right, so what I want you to do, just tip your head back slightly. I'm going to put this up against your head. And what I want you to do is, you'll see a light in the middle. Can you see that light?
Yeah.
You just keep looking at that. .64 pupil distance, and it's very even at 32 on each eye. So I'm just going to write down.
But I know that there's a slight difference between the two monocularly. So maybe you'll see that on the ruler. Pretty sure mine's It's about 32, I think it's about 33, something like that.
What I may find when I use the ruler is that I've got a slightly wider pupil distance. All right. So now, if you can look at my thing. Going across. 65, 33, 32. You see, and I don't trust the ruler much more than I do the. Now, if you've got a much bigger prescription, or if you was now, because you're not far off being a presbyope now, are you?
Accommodate to that.
I have a.
That's good enough.
I have an instrument for measuring for the heights, either if you had a bifocal or a varifocal. Obviously, we don't need that now because you're not going to need that. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Is there anything I haven't covered?
How long are they going to take to come?
They'll take, at the moment, because it's domiciliary visits, it'll be a week. If we were doing them in a practice, then we'd look at 2 to 3 days.
A week's still good with a reactor lot lens though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the cost?
Right, that's the most important part. And this is where my malpractice comes in, because I could charge you anything I wanted.
I want a full breakdown of the cost.
Right, so I haven't written down the frame for the second pair. Let's write it down. It's quite a good name, isn't it? Your second pair is called High Street, and the company is called Look.
High Street and what?
Look.
Right.
It's a novel name for it, isn't it? And the last pair, PKNY.
And you're going to bring them, deliver them to me to have them fitted?
Yes.
Do I have to pay for your fuel costs?
No, that's one of the things here. When I do this, the reason I'm doing it at home is because we don't have a dispensing clinic at the hospital. So very few people do have a dispense done from my clinic, because they, when you actually get the call out, we're limited as to what times we can come out to you. Whereas if you was in the practice and you was having a dispense, you'd have your dispense done at the time you've had the eye test.
Yeah.
So I've just written down the price of everything. So the pair with the transitions, that pair is £112. The second pair is £48.95, and your designer pair are £108.
It's not too bad, is it? 300 and...
£268 for 3 pairs.
Oh,
How's that for you?
yeah, that's good.
All right?
Yeah, is that it then?
Yeah, that's everything.
Right, lovely.
Let's put everything away.
Right, I'm going to go for my afternoon nap now.
You're not that old. You're only 50. Actually, you was 40 yesterday, wasn't you?
Come in.
Oh, it's Wednesday, is it?
18th.
Gosh. If you got that, everybody, SRP is 40 on the 18th of September.
Is that it then?
Yes.
Lovely.
I'm just packing everything away because obviously you don't want me to leave everything here.